Your book is full of wonderful stories. And as I said, it's not only incredibly educational, it's incredibly enjoyable. But would you pick one that is perhaps sort of the most difficult thing you've ever had to face as Chief Ethics Officer of Airbnb?
Can I tell a story about eBay? Because I told a couple of
Yes, you can tell a story about eBay, and if just in case it wasn't clear, you were General Counsel of eBay.
I was the head of North America Legal for eBay, and what made this one particularly challenging was that it was early in my career. I had left the federal government, and I went to work for eBay. One of my first jobs at eBay was to set up all the rules around what you could buy and sell on eBay. Could you sell tobacco? Could you sell wine? What about ticket scalping? And the company empowered me to make decisions that, as Meg Whitman told me, Meg said, Rob, you make the decisions, figure out where the law is as best you can in this new internet age. Figure out where the line is, and don't get us too close to the line. We'd rather do the right thing. We want a clean, well-lit marketplace. So my first month, I get an email from a user who said, you all are all going to go to jail because you're selling Jarts. So
what?
That's what I said, Jarts. What is a Jart? So I go online and look up what a Jart is. A Jart was a toy that some manufacturer, I believe back in the 60s, put out. It was a dart, lawn dart, long steel tip point, big plastic fins. And the object of the game was to take these big darts and throw them into rings on the lawn. So as you might imagine with kids didn't throw them just into rings on the lawn. They started throwing them everywhere. And kids started ending up in the emergency room with Jarts coming out of different parts of their body.
They sound like weapons. They don't sound like toys.
No, it was a poorly conceived toy. And so the Consumer Product Safety Commission banned the toy. Now, when you ban a product as a recalled product, you actually don't bring all of the products back in and destroy them. You simply make it illegal to sell them anymore. So what happened was a lot of these lawn darts ended up in people's garages and attics. And what happens with eBay is whatever's in your garage and attic and not used anymore ends up for sale on eBay. So I read up on Jarts and said, oh my goodness, we've got somebody selling Jarts on eBay. We need to get these off. I went onto the site. I didn't find one set of Jarts. I found about 20. And that was a moment for me, because in that moment, I realized not only do I have a Jarts problem, I've got a problem with every item that the Consumer Product Safety Commission or any other government agency has ever recalled as being dangerous. How in the world are we going to keep our customers safe, comply with the law, when you've got decades of unsafe products that could be out on our website?
So, sitting around in people's garages waiting to be sold.
That's right, power tools, baby toys. So I did something that was probably a little unusual in hindsight. I picked up the phone and I called the Consumer Product Safety Commission. And I said, hi, I'm with this internet company out on the West Coast. I'd like to fly out and have a visit with you. And they said, why, we've never had anybody from a private company actually want to come talk to us. Sure. I flew out, I sat in the room, and I brought with me a piece of paper that had the Jarts listing on there. And I showed it to their head of compliance. And I said, I am quite worried. Our company is worried. We deeply care about our customers. We don't want our customers to end up buying unsafe products and using them. The internet is a tool where this sort of thing can happen, though. What I'd like to do is propose a partnership with the Consumer Product Safety Commission, where you can work with us to educate people about these recalled items. We can help identify them before they're sold, and we can keep people safe. Well, the Consumer Product Safety Commission loved this idea. A week later, the head of the Consumer Product Safety Commission went out on the TV morning shows to talk about their new partnership with an internet company to help keep consumers safe. We gave them free space on our website. We worked with them to create keywords to identify products. We linked to their database. And it has been almost 20 years since we formed that partnership. eBay has never been in legal trouble with the Consumer Product Safety Commission because the Consumer Product Safety Commission viewed eBay as a partner in trying to do the right thing. So my lesson coming away from that is, if you try to do the right thing as a company, and in fact, affirmatively reach out to government and try to partner because you really care about consumers and you care about your customers, you may be able to solve legal problems that otherwise might seem intractable.